So, Destiny 2, is it ruined before the game even comes out? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to some Destiny 2 news about loot and how it is changing going forward in Destiny 2. So, God roll weapons are no longer going to be a thing, and I believe this could potentially ruin the game. But let's have a quick look at the article, which is linked down below, and I will just read out what it says. From Luke Smith himself: there aren't random rolls on weapons anymore. Better Devils is a crucible hand cannon in Destiny 2, and what it has on it is what it has on it, period. Now, there's something very specific I want to point out in this little quote. It says, Better Devils is a crucible hand cannon. Crucible hand cannon. Is that a crucible vendor hand cannon? Or is it a hand cannon that is procured specifically with perks that will help you in the crucible? He goes on to talk about how can my 2nd, 3rd and 10th Better Devils hand cannon be interesting. That's a question we should be asking and answering as quickly as we can. We have ideas. While I would like nothing more than to share those ideas with you, we are up against a deadline. I don't know if they'll make it out for our September the 6th release date, but we have some ideas that we are pretty excited about. So they are attempting to change up each weapon and be able to customize them in some way, shape or form, but no longer are we going to see random rolled weapons to potentially get a god rolled weapon. Now, is this an issue? Is it a problem? I believe it very might well be. If you think about Destiny and the way it works, the game comes out or a DLC comes out, and for like a month or so there's lots of new content to do and such things, and then the content runs dry after about 2 months, and then you spend, you know, 1-2 months finding some good weapons that you want to use, and then you spend the majority of the time trying to find god roll weapons for you to use in Crucible. Now, if they're taking away the random rolled weapons, that grind, that want, that need to get the best type of weapons that you can enjoy Crucible more is going to just kill the game, in my opinion, when it is removed. But they do say they have some ideas to change up how each new weapon of the same type can, you know, be interesting. Now, there is a thing called weapon mods in this game, and maybe that is something. Maybe a weapon mod adds a specific type of, you know, extended perk or extra range onto whichever weapon you want to equip it to. So you could have, let's say, 12 Crucible Better Devils hand cannons exactly the same with the exact same perks, and then put a different weapon mod on each of them so they each perform differently for different tasks. While that's not as good as grinding for god rolled weapons and being excited to get a weapon drop, because for me, when a weapon drops now, I'm excited to open it up and see what perks it has on it. Even with the massive disappointment I usually face, I'm still excited and want to check out what the weapon has. Now it's very much going to be just, I pick this weapon up and dismantle it straight away unless I get like some kind of weapon mod or whatever it is that's going to change how you customize weapons now. I mean, think about a Nightfall, for instance. Nightfalls, when we run them now, you have a chance of getting a weapon. That weapon is a disappointment already for completing a Nightfall, but at least you might have the idea and chance to get a good rolled or a god rolled weapon. What happens in Destiny 2 when you complete a Nightfall, your very first Nightfall week, and you get a sniper rifle? It's a good sniper rifle, it's got some okay perks. Next week, or even the same week on a different character, you run a Nightfall again, and you get that same sniper rifle with the same perks. That is a waste of time, energy, and is more frustrating than getting a random roll dropped, which is a terrible roll, in my opinion. There is benefits to the idea of getting rid of random rolled weapons. It means that per weapon can be, you know, changed and balanced, so one weapon that is overpowered can get nerfed and balanced without having to change everything else in its weapon archetype. So let's say a hand cannon has too much range, you can nerf that in particular hand cannon down in range while all the other hand cannons still remain the same. So that balancing Crucible is going to be more interesting now, but will it make Crucible better? Who knows, we just have to wait and see. But it really is suffering in customization because of the simple fact that multiple people like the same weapons but with perks that they prefer. So if that's going to change now, I'm not going to get the benefit of having a specific hand cannon because it doesn't have the perks that I like, while someone else can use it and it might be better than a hand cannon that I like with the perks that I like, which means then it's unbalanced as well. So it's a very risky move to take out random rolls in my opinion. And I really hope they're going to knock it out the park with whatever exciting ideas that they have to improve customization of weapons. But I am very fearful because there are games like Anthem coming out, which are a new looter shooter. It's a new experience, it's a new game, it's a new world. And if their loot system is better, and you know, I could see them stealing a lot of Destiny fans across to that game, but that is just another story for another day. I just hope Destiny 2 have not shot themselves in the foot before the game even comes out. I'm actually kind of excited to see where they're taking it. It's interesting. It's like, oh my god, what are they going to do now? Do I have hope and faith that they have something great planned? A little bit. They must have learned from the mistakes that happened in the first Destiny. Like, Radiance isn't coming back. In my opinion, that's just because people used the Radiance glitch and then come back to life, and then a boss would just be standing there and you can shoot and kill the boss. You know, removing Rumble for whatever reason they did, there has to be a reason behind it, and all the changes they're making are things that happened or didn't work in Destiny, the original game, are now going to be revamped, changed, or removed for Destiny 2, and I really hope that the reason they're taking out the random rolled weapons is to make the game generally better, but they need to have some kind of grind in the game to warrant us putting in the time to playing it. I know that I myself enjoy making videos about variety in weapons, and I know that a lot of people who watch my channel and watch Destiny channels like to see what is the new god roll and like to see their content creators using those god roll weapons. So if they're going to take that out of the game, what happens to Destiny 2 content? There's a big chunk of content there that is applicable, relevant, that all people want to make and watch, just instantly being removed. So it's a big question, and I'm concerned and I'm hopeful. I'm kind of like in the middle, on the line, on the fence. I don't know what to think. What do you guys think though? Do you think that this will ruin Destiny 2? Do you think that they might have something exciting and great planned that is going to change the game? Let me know down below in the comments section. Hit the like button on this video if you want to. Subscribe and all that good stuff and all that great stuff, and do all the good stuff and great stuff. Thank you for watching. I've been Easy Now, and you guys have been awesome.